Well, I would move forward on the application as it exists, and if you can work it out between you, I think that would be fine. But I think we should just proceed with the application as it's presented. Being good neighbors, you seem to have worked along amongst yourselves pretty well so far. You can work this out, that's fine.
That was the goal, Mr. Chairman, for my client buying the property in the first place. Other than buying it and donating it to the town or the land trust,
You can still do that.
he thought, other than that, he thought that because of his interest in the neighborhood and the beautiful job they've done on their own home, he thought he could do a nice job with this and make it work and make it less objectionable. I think it's clear from the neighbors who are here and those who aren't here, probably more from the ones who aren't here, it speaks volumes that they're obviously satisfied with the plan or they'd all be here. And you've all been on this board long enough to know what would happen if the other neighbors who aren't here didn't like this plan. So I think we did everything we could to try to make it as reasonable as we could, considering the very, very severe limitations of the lot dimensions.
Hey, did you want to say something else?
I just wanted to comment on New York Avenue. It is just a paper road, and the only potential use of that road would be to access our lot 161. And it might be that there's something we could do to make that road go away.
Well,
Not knowing what the deed says.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a procedure for that. You have to work that out with the town. Does anyone else want to speak in favor of this application? Yes, ma'am. Please. Would you come forward and be sworn in?
I am just like my students in favor of nice.
You need to be sworn in first.
Okay, sorry. We live behind, we don't live there, but we have a house behind the Bells and the Gibbons, we're kind of right behind there.
You're allowed to go 53?
I think it is, I don't know.
Behind meaning west of?
Yes. And the only real concern that we have is that the well being sited in the far northwest corner of their lot takes our land as its aquifer. And so we have the same concerns as the kids. It's like we have an old well, we have an old septic. They've all passed, everything's good there. But if we needed to shift that around, there's a big piece of our yard that is now their well.
That's a common problem for Jameson. There's a lot of many areas in the shores have small lots, and sometimes it's just a matter of who puts the well in first.
You have
We have a well.
neighbor.
Well, I'm saying if you had to replace it, you'd run into the same issue.
Yeah.
You know, we can't solve that for, I mean, I'm sympathetic, right? We can't solve that.
Right, I know the well's been approved, but I just want to bring it up as something that, just as a good citizen, pointing out that could be a problem.
But other than that,
I think that is really the only thing that I think about if you leave this house in order, if there's, issues with ground, that's it.
well, it's very difficult to prevent a lot from being built on. You really have to.
And this is great. I mean, you've done a nice job. It's commendable to try to do a good job.
I think the solution for some of these lots is for the neighbors to get together and buy those. That's up to the neighbors. If it's a buildable lot, there's not much we can do to stop the building on the lot. We can sometimes restrict the building and control the nature of the building. But
Well, let's hope there's understanding when we need to.
all right, they seem to be good neighbors, so that's it. Thank you.
Anyway, I just felt
Thank you. Would anyone else like to be heard in support of this application? Would anyone else like to be heard in opposition to the application? Okay, hearing no one. I have one letter.
Your notion of getting rid of the street to get rid of the deed restriction might have some.
Does the deed restriction specify the street?
It specifies that no building will be erected
within 20 feet.
Within, on the region, that's language. The building shall be erected thereon, it says nearer, it doesn't say no nearer, than 20 feet to the street.
Is
The
there no
street,
street?
is there a restriction?
You can work on that. We have one objector, who's Marjorie Greenan, the letter basically refers to a letter that she had written back in 2008, in objection to the prior application of Yarrow Mill Road. So she was in effect. We'll move on. We can. We're going to take a 2-minute break.